Hello. This is Jim Kellner, certified hypnotherapist. Thank you for taking the time to listen to this hypnotic process, which I have designed to help you to truly appreciate the holiday season, whatever holidays you celebrate. You'll begin to appreciate them and all that you have even more. You may find that you're led to comforting, wonderful times, and that you begin to experience more joy in your life on a day-to-day basis. Please don't listen to this or any other hypnosis recordings while driving or moving around, as you could zone out, which could be dangerous. It is best experienced while sitting or lying down in a quiet place where you won't be disturbed. Ideally, one would listen 1 to 3 times daily until reaching their desired outcomes. For more information on this and other tools for transformation, please visit JimKellnerHypnotist.com. So please go ahead and make yourself comfortable now, sitting or lying down. And if you haven't already, just allow your eyes to close so you can go inside for a bit. You may find this especially helpful to release the normal stress that many people feel during the holiday season. You could focus on your goals and intentions while just allowing yourself to just let go of all outside thoughts, cares, and concerns. Good, that's right. You're doing perfectly, just allowing your breathing to become slower, more rhythmic. And in fact, perhaps finding that every breath that you take guides you a little bit further into hypnosis and relaxation. Good. And just allow all outside thoughts to fade away. And allow all outside sounds and distractions to lead you right back to my voice. Good.
Decide to go deeper into hypnosis anytime they'd like.
That's right.
Deeper now.
And as you're relaxing there, perhaps even feeling like you're going to nod off into sleep at any moment, which is perfectly fine, I'd like you to imagine that right out in front of you, in your mind's eye, is a great, big, red heart. Perhaps it's one of those big red hearts that we see around Valentine's Day, or maybe for you it's a big blue heart or green heart or whatever color you'd like. Allow this heart to represent love. And so you can really focus your attention on this heart.
You love yourself. You respect
Really focus on the
You are beneath.
colors, the textures. Perhaps it's dark, or perhaps it's shimmering,
Becoming stronger each and every day.
solid or sparkling,
Even stronger now.
whatever you'd like.
Can you see where that will benefit you?
I'd like you to imagine expanding that heart, making it bigger gigantic perhaps, and then shrinking it right back down.
That's right. You're doing perfect.
Allow it to expand
Just relax.
and retract. Getting bigger and smaller. Bigger and smaller. Beginning to keep rhythm with your breathing now.
I wonder when you'll decide to go 10 times deeper.
This great, big, beautiful heart,
Even deeper now.
expanding, contracting with every breath that you
Some
take.
people might choose to reject these positive suggestions. But that's not why you're listening.
And you could begin to notice words appearing on that heart.
You've perhaps realized
The words that
you
you
handle every
need to
situation
see and hear
every
and
individual
feel
more effectively and
right
more
now.
efficiently, the more relaxed you are.
Perhaps some of those words include love,
Have you
acceptance,
considered that you are a truly great person
giving,
within and without?
happiness, and so many more. And if you'd like, you could just leave behind any
All outside
negative ones that
sounds,
might show up.
distractions, and even movements of the
Imagine
mind
brushing them aside because this is not the time for them. There's plenty of time. At another time, to
That
remember
which we
to
find
forget
most
those
difficult,
negative words that
we
might pop
often
up
need
from
more of.
time to time. And as you continue to
You
watch
think of or see anything that might prevent you
that heart
from being unsuccessful.
growing and shrinking, perhaps you begin to hear a certain
Just
sound.
ignore any suggestions that don't sound quite right for you. Your other than conscious mind is grasping
Perhaps you
everything
even start to
that you need to see
feel
and
that
hear
heart, the presence of
and
it.
leaves the rest behind.
Perhaps you begin to notice that that heart
Everything that you need
is love.
is within you now.
And you can feel the connection, the power of that love in that heart. And it's radiating all the way
Well, that's right. You're doing perfect.
so far in so many directions.
Deeper now.
Perhaps you're
It feels so good to relax.
surprised a bit
It
at the
feels
power
so
that
good
you can
to
feel coming from that heart.
let go.
Perhaps that feeling is helping you to
Letting go of all outside
relax more now.
distractions.
Perhaps that heart, which is getting bigger and smaller,
Now,
is coming closer to you.
it's becoming
And perhaps you
easier
begin to notice that it seems like a
reaching your goals
a
as you
beacon,
absorb
a light of some
each
sort
of these positive suggestions.
that's radiating love and light, happiness, fulfillment, all that you need. All of those words still being written on that
Many times you'll find yourself
heart now.
pausing in front of your reflection in the mirror to say the following.
All of those words that you want and need
I love myself.
to experience right now.
I respect myself.
Watch them being written
I am beneath.
on that heart. Perhaps even hearing them. Good. And you could begin to notice
Have you already noticed the changes that are occurring?
that that heart is coming closer to you, and the closer it comes, the stronger you feel that love, which is radiating
Each time
radiating out in so many directions, in every direction,
you go even deeper,
that's growing in power,
deeper now,
pulsating,
taking in each of these positive suggestions
vibrating,
that are right for you.
noticing that the closer it gets to you, the stronger that feeling, and the more relaxed you feel. Perhaps understanding that
Some people say that the best
as that heart gets closer and enters you
created,
comfortably, easily,
created
you go into a very deep and profound state of relaxation.
as early as today.
Perhaps even feeling that is sometimes described as
Your life while
trance.
steadily in the direction of your goals.
And so notice how that heart is coming closer. And if there's a part of you that's resisting that heart moving towards you,
The body has a
you can let go of anything that might be holding it back
of health,
and discover that the more you resist, the faster it comes.
knows just how to put
And so just allow that
everything into its
heart
original place of health.
to come within you and to envelop you, and you envelop the heart as you become one, and you send
Doing perfectly.
all of that love out into the world as you go into a very deep state of total relaxation, allowing yourself to
Discover that your eyes
drift,
don't want to open, and you go
to
10 times
rest.
deeper.
allowing that love within you to radiate in all directions,
Comfortable, being
radiating out to all of the people of the
Are you ready
world,
to be uncomfortable while remaining
to all of the
completely
animals, the
safe and
plants,
secure?
to all of the rocks and mountains. Allow your love to fill the entire universe.
Self-esteem, your self-confidence
That
is
pure,
rising each and every time that you listen to this
wonderful
or
love.
any hypnotic process.
And just allow it to expand and grow as you can begin to feel it within you.
Believe it to see it.
Contracting, expanding,
Believe it
growing and shrinking, pulsating. And even the sound of my voice and every word that I utter
the mind can achieve.
guide you deeper into hypnosis.
Listening to
Good.
hypnosis is a wonderful,
That's
relaxing
right.
experience.
And we all
Always
know
make
that
the
some
time to
people
listen
have
to
a
hypnotic processes
fond memory or feeling of the holidays.
to relax.
Some people do not. But I wonder what it might be like if
What would need to happen
all of
as
us,
early as today
you
to take you
and
closer
I,
to your goal?
everyone, began to focus on what's truly important
Could you make the choice?
during this and all holidays
You could.
that we might enjoy. There are things that some people enjoy.
Works in order to benefit.
Perhaps
Have you
there's
already noticed that it's getting easier?
a part of you now that's running through all of the things that you enjoy about whatever holidays coming up, whatever holiday that you're focused on.
At times you may find that your mind is
Perhaps there's a part of you remembering to forget
or even doing the alphabet backwards.
by forgetting to remember any of the negative thoughts or feelings
What you need.
or memories that you might have about this holiday, so that you can fully embrace it, but for what it really means.
One need
What
not
does it
want
really
to.
mean to you?
One could just forgive themselves.
What gift
One could even decide to forgive others.
do you find within it? What gift would you like to give to the world?
A little bit of something is better than a whole lot of nothing.
Many people have found that when they accept
Every day
what
it's
is, leaving behind their expectations about what they want things to be,
been there. Guided
they experience more freedom, more happiness, more contentment. It's said that the only
time is distorted.
constant in the world
Just like in dreams.
is change.
seconds will seem as days.
Everything, all of the time, is constantly shifting, changing, evolving. And while we may reflect fondly on
Focuses on in life,
old traditions, old memories, perhaps we also realize that new traditions can be created. New memories
discover that you're
can be
prioritizing
created.
yourself, your health,
We can experience love and happiness regardless of what's going on in the world around us.
perfectionism,
We can send and receive the powerful gift of love to every person in the world
that's why you
that we want to send it to.
do it now.
And perhaps there are certain people,
Whatever it is,
people in your life now, and perhaps even people from the past that you'd like to
that's right.
send that love to.
Just relax.
And you can bypass any negative feelings, any sadness, any troublesome thoughts, as you remember only happy times, happy moments, as you send that love to those that you care about,
How would you go about
now and yesterday,
level of hypnosis right
and all of the years of your life? And then if you'd like, you could send that love, that appreciation
becoming the person that you
out to all of the people in your neighborhood.
How will you
And then you could allow it to expand to the
reach your goal?
people of your city,
How will you sense
your state, your country. In fact, you could allow your love to be sent out and to envelop all of the
listening to this
people
hypnotic process?
of the world.
Investing in yourself.
You could allow your sense of appreciation to shine through on your
Give the
face
energy.
with every person that you meet. And the more difficult the situation you're facing, the more challenging the
If you
person
listen
you're
to my
dealing
voice,
with,
these changes are all
the more relaxed you could become.
deep within you.
You've discovered that every situation and every person is handled more effectively and more efficiently the more relaxed
Decide.
you are.
Let that decision become clearer in your mind.
Good. And as early as awakening from this hypnotic process,
Whether a
you'll find
believes
that you
they
feel
can
more
or
uplifted.
believes they can't,
You feel more joy,
they're right.
more appreciation for all that you have,
What do you believe?
even if it's different than
You can do it because you're
what it's been in the past.
doing it.
Everything changes.
Becoming
Things are
more and more
constantly
successful
shifting.
with each and every passing day.
The more that we embrace change, the easier
Taking
our lives will be.
relaxing breaths helps one deal with stressful situations better than anything else.
Good, that's right. You're doing perfectly.
You refuse to allow
Just
immediate
relaxing, just letting
gratification
go.
to get in the way
And I wonder if you'll
of your success.
begin to notice in the coming days, weeks, months, and years that you're feeling more giving, more charitable. Perhaps for you that's reflected in a monetary way, or perhaps it's other things. Perhaps spending time or energy where perhaps it hadn't occurred to you
Attention on a conscious
in the
level,
past.
because your other than conscious
Perhaps you're more willing to give
here.
of yourself, giving a smile to a stranger where some might selfishly hold on to that
Perhaps you
smile.
dream of new ways to handle
Perhaps you'll notice that they
stress and feel more
sometimes
relaxed
return that smile,
awakening.
so your giving is reflected back to you, which only fuels your want, need, and desire to
Every choice,
give and share
every
with the
decision
world around you,
matters.
realizing that we are all connected. All people, plants,
The possibility
animals, Even the things around us are connected by this invisible energy.
Each and every breath that you take and every word that I utter,
And this energy is constantly
deeper and deeper into relaxation, deeper
moving, shifting,
into hypnosis.
going from person to person, from plant to animal
Get
to
confused about what used to bother you.
animal to person, from person to plant, all connected somehow.
Sometimes
And
the
as we
best way
notice
to
that
make yourself
connection
happy is to
with
make
our
someone
world,
else happy.
it becomes more difficult to
You're easily creating a clear
send a frown to
imagination
someone
of the
or
future.
something. It becomes easier
Other
to
resources that you should seek out
love the
in order
world
to reach your goal.
that we're
Seek them
in,
out.
while still perhaps working to create an even better world. We can love and appreciate the one that we're in and all that we have. And even in those times where it may feel like we don't have what we used to have, we can still be thankful and grateful for what we have right here, right now. And we could amplify that, make it stronger and more powerful within us, just like that heart, pulsating, growing, shrinking, as it filled the entire universe. We could be like that. As we give more love, we receive more love. As we give of our energy in whatever way that is, we receive more energy. And sometimes that energy is in a different form, but it's still energy. There is a constant movement. The more that we give, the more we receive. And so as we go forth into the world, we can give of ourselves, our energy, our kindness, our love, our warmth, our appreciation for
One can
all
decide
that
to go deeper into hypnosis
exists
anytime
within the
they
world,
like. Even deeper now.
for all that exists within the world exists within us
More capable
as well.
than you've ever allowed yourself to be.
And as you allow these thoughts, these feelings, to continue to roam around through your mind
One need not be perfect.
and your emotional center, your body perhaps, just know that you can leave behind anything that didn't seem quite right, taking in everything that
What steps would you need to take
was appropriate to take
as
in,
early as awakening?
knowing that you can always take in that which you've left behind. You can always take it in when it becomes appropriate to do so later.
You are releasing any
And then as you
resistance to listening to your hypnotic
imagine
voices.
yourself in the future, you can imagine how these simple actions,
You love
thoughts,
yourself. You respect yourself.
you can imagine how they're
No one
impacting your life in the future. Notice how they're impacting your relationships,
your willpower and determination are
relationships with
each and every day.
those in your family,
Even stronger.
relationships with your friends and co-workers.
Can you see where that will benefit you?
Good, that's right.
Others have achieved their goals.
You're doing perfectly.
Why not you?
Just relaxing, just letting go.
That's right. You're doing perfectly.
That's right.
Just relaxing.
And just notice how all the world, in a variety of ways, is being affected by each and every one of us. How you have more power and more control than you ever dreamed possible. And then bring back everything that you've just learned from that process. combine it with everything that you've learned through this entire process. Wrap it all up and bring it within you. Hold on tight to it. So that everything that you need is within you right now. And in a moment, I'm going to count from 1 to 5. Because it's going to be time to return.
I wonder when you'll decide to go 10 times deeper.
If this is a normal time for sleep or relaxation, you could continue doing so, ignoring all suggestions to wake, and only awakening at a time that is appropriate to do so. And if this is a time to be wide awake and alert, then on the count of 5, you could open your eyes, feeling rested, refreshed, revitalized, feeling loved and loving.
Have you considered
So now as I say 1, you start to come back,
within?
feeling that love within you. 2, coming back, feeling that love within you expanding,
All outside sounds,
radiating like a light.
and even movements of the body.
3, perhaps wiggling your fingers and toes a bit as you're coming out of the hypnosis. You may even feel as if you've had a deep, refreshing sleep.
That which we find most difficult.
4, stretching and moving the body. And then whenever you're ready, 5, just opening your eyes, feeling rested, refreshed,
Can you think
feeling
of
loved,
anything that might prevent you
feeling loving.
unsuccessful? You can just ignore any suggestions that don't sound quite right for you. Your other than conscious mind is grasping everything
Again,
that you need.
thank
to
you for
see
listening to this hypnotic recording.
and leaves the rest
This is Jim Kellner, certified hypnotherapist, and you can find more information about this and other tools for transformation
is within you now.
at jimkellnerhypnotist.com.